Hello students, welcome to the GeoByte Diploma series. In this video, let us discuss some important problems. The very first problem is a bar 300 mm long and 30 mm diameter expands 0.17 mm under an axial load. Find the reduction in diameter if the Poisson's ratio is 0.3. That is the problem. Let us do this problem. First, let me write the given data. Diameter equal to 30 mm. Length equal to length of the body is equal to 300 mm. Change in length delta L equal to 0.17 mm. You are asked to decide the change in diameter delta D if Poisson's ratio equal to 0.3. Generally, Poisson's ratio denoted by 1 by m. So Poisson's ratio is 0.3. You know Poisson's ratio equal to lateral strain by linear strain. From that you can find the delta D. First let us find the linear strain. Linear strain EL equal to change in length by original length. Here change in length is 0.17 and original length is 300. That is the linear strain, and Poisson's ratio 1 by m equal to lateral strain by lateral strain by linear strain. From this, lateral strain equal to lateral strain ED equal to 1 by m times the linear strain. Linear strain is also called longitudinal strain. So 1 by m value 0.3. Linear strain is 0.17 by 300. It must be equal to change in diameter by original diameter. Therefore, the change in diameter delta D equal to 0.3 times the 0.17 divided by 300 into diameter. Diameter given is 30. Simplify this value for getting 0.0051 mm. So that is about this problem. Let us go for one more problem. Look at the problem. A test bar of certain material 40 mm in diameter when subjected to an axial pull 500 kilonewtons recorded an extension. Recorded extension is change in length and gauge length is given 150 mm. Decrease in diameter, change in diameter 0.022 mm. Find the Poisson's ratio and three elastic constants like Young's modulus, shear modulus and bulk modulus. First let us write the given data. Diameter given is 40 mm. 1 minute. I will change the color of the pen. Better to use the different colors. So diameter D equal to 40 mm subjected to a pull load equal to 500 into 10 power 3 newtons. Change in length delta L equal to 0.34 mm. For a gauge length means original length. For a gauge length of L, 150 mm. On decrease of diameter, change in diameter 0.022 mm. Find the Poisson's ratio. 1 by m equal to how much? 3 elastic constants means E equal to how much? Shear modulus C equal to how much? And bulk modulus K equal to how much? That is the problem. First let us find the Poisson's ratio. You know, uh, Poisson's ratio equal to lateral strain by linear strain. Lateral strain denoted by ED equal to change in diameter by original diameter. Change in diameter 0.022 by original diameter. Original diameter is 40. Original diameter is 40. Similarly, longitudinal strain EL equal to change in length by original length. Change in length is 0.34. Original length is 150. Then Poisson's ratio. Therefore, Poisson's ratio 1 by m equal to Poisson's ratio 1 by m equal to 1 by m equal to lateral strain by linear strain. It is equal to 0.022 by 40 whole thing by 0.34 by 150. You simplify this value for getting the Poisson's ratio. Around 0.24. That is the Poisson's ratio. Otherwise, here itself I can write it 0.24 because the space is limited. Next, you know delta L equal to PL by AE. From that you can find the one of the elastic constants. 3 elastic constants. 3 elastic constants. You know delta L equal to PL by AE. From this Young's modulus equal to PL by A into delta L. Here A equal to pi by 4 into D square equal to pi by 4 into D. D is given 40 whole square. Simplify this value for getting 1256.6 Newton per mm square. So Young's modulus E equal to P. P is the load 500 into 1000 into L. Length of the body, that is gauge length 150 divided by area 1256.6 into delta L. Delta L equal to 0.34. You simplify this value for getting the Young's modulus around 1.75 into 10 raised 5, 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. Similarly, The shear modulus can be found from E and C relation. We know that, एक minute, better to write clearly. We know that Young's modulus E equal to 2C into 1 plus 1 by m. Young's modulus is 1.75 into 10 power 5 is equal to 2 into C into 1 plus Poisson's ratio we got is 0.24. Simplify this value for getting the shear modulus around 0.7 into 10 power 5. 0.7 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. Similarly, one more relation we have is Young's modulus E equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 by m. Here 1 by m is the Poisson's ratio. Therefore, Young's modulus E equal to 1.75 into 10 power 5 is equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 into 1 by m. 1 by m is the Poisson's ratio, 0.24. Simplify this value for getting the k around 1.12. 1.12 into 10 raised 5 Newton per mm square. That is the answer for this particular problem. I hope you understood this problem also. Let us go for one more problem. Next problem. A cylindrical bar is 25 mm diameter. Diameter is given 25 mm and the length is 1.25 mm. During the tensile test, it is found that linear strain is 4 times the lateral strain. From that you can find the Poisson's ratio. Calculate the shear modulus, bulk modulus and change in volume. If the bar is elongated by elongation means change in length 0.6 mm under an axial load of 50 kilonewtons. That is the problem. First let us write the given data. The diameter is 1 minute. The diameter is diameter D equal to 25 mm. 25 mm and length L equal to 1250 mm. During a tensile test, it is found that linear strain is equal to 4 times the lateral strain. From this, lateral strain by linear strain is equal to 1 by 4 equal to 0.25. That is the Poisson's ratio. That is the Poisson's ratio denoted by 1 by m. Then calculate the shear modulus. Shear modulus, 1 minute. Shear modulus C equal to how much? And bulk modulus. Bulk modulus K is how much? Also you are asked to find the change in volume. Change in volume, let it be dV, also equal to how much? Now the first let us find the E value. Change in length delta L equal to, delta L is given, delta L given 0.6 mm, and the load P is given, load 50,000 newtons. This load is causing for change in length. Delta L equal to PL by AE. From this, Young's modulus E equal to PL by A delta L. Here area of cross section A equal to pi by 4 into D square, dV the 25 whole square. You simplify this value for getting the area around 490.87 Newton per mm square. Then you put all these values. Load is given 50,000, L is given 1250, area is given 490.87, change in length is given 0.6. You put all these values for getting the Young's modulus 2.12 into 10 raised 5 Newton per mm square. Now let us find the shear modulus by taking E and C relation. We know that E by C, we know that the E and C relation, E equal to 2C into 1 plus 1 by m. Young's modulus is 2.12 into 10 power 5 is equal to 2 into C into 1 plus 0.25. From this you can find the shear modulus C. Shear modulus C equal to 0.848 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. And one more relation is E equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 by m. E equal to 2.12 into 10 power 5 equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 into 1 by m is 0.25. You simplify this value to get the K, bulk modulus K. You simplify this value for getting the K value is around 1.413 into 10 power 5 Newton per millimeter square. Now the change in volume. Change in volume can be found like this. Volumetric strain, volumetric strain volumetric strain EV equal to change in volume by original volume. It is equal to normal stress by Young's modulus times the 1 minus 2 by m. From this the change in volume delta V equal to V into sigma by the Young's modulus into 1 minus 2 by m. Volume is pi by 4 into D square 25 square into L is 1250 into stress, the normal stress. You need to find the stress. Okay, the stress equal to stress sigma equal to load by area. Load is 50,000 by area pi by 4 into d square. D is 25 whole square. You simplify this value for getting the stress around 101.86. 101.86 unit is Newton per mm square. So stress is 101.101.86 divided by Young's modulus. Young's modulus is 2.12 into 10 power 5 into 1 minus 2 into 1 by m. 1 by m is given 0.2. 1 by m is 0.25. 1 minute. 1 minus 2 into 0.25. Simplify this value for getting the change in volume around 147.4 millimeter cube. This is very important problem. You try to solve this problem 2-3 times. Very important problem. Let us take one more problem. Look at the next problem. A brass of cross section, area of cross section given 1000 mm square. From the diagram, it is very clear that A1 equal to A2 equal to A3, that is equal to A1 equal to A2 equal to A3, that is equal to 1000 mm square. Let this is the section 1, section 2, section 3. I can say that L1 equal to 600 mm, comma L2 equal to 1000 mm and L3 equal to 1200 mm. Find the total change in length of the bar. Young's modulus E is given. Young's modulus E equal to 2 into 10 raised 5 Newton per millimeter square. Let us solve the problem. Total change in length delta L equal to delta L1 plus delta L2 plus delta L3. For that, let us take the section 1. Section 1. The load in the left end is 50 kilonewtons. Other end should be the same, 50 kilonewtons. Therefore, P1 equal to 50 into 10 power 3 newtons. Then delta L1 equal to P1 L1 by A1 E1. Of course, here Young's modulus remains same. Young's modulus remains same. You put this value for getting the change in length for the section 1. Similarly, look at the section 2. Look at the section 2. With respect to section 2, in the left end, 20 kilonewton is acting in this direction. 20 kilonewtons in this direction, and this is the 10 kilonewton. The resultant load is 20 minus 10, 10 in this direction, 10 kilonewton. Other side also in this direction, 60 kilonewtons. In this direction, 50 kilonewtons. In this direction, 50 kilonewtons. The resultant load 10 kilonewton. That means P2 equal to 10 into 10 power 3 newtons. Then find the change in length for section 2. Change in length for section 2 is delta L2 equal to P2 L2 by A2 E2. Similarly, look at the section 3. This is the section 3. The load which is acting in the right end is P3, that is 10 kilonewton. The same load should be acting on the other end, 10 kilonewton. The P3 equal to 10 into 10 power 3 newtons. Then delta L3 equal to P3 L3 by A3 E3. So look at the loads with respect to section 1 and section 3. With respect to section 1 and section 3, tensile load is acting. This is one tensile load. This is also another tensile load. But with respect to section 2, compressive load is acting. 1 minute. Compressive load is acting. Compressive load is acting with respect to the second one. Therefore 1 minute, I will write it clearly. Here it is compressive load. Compressive load is acting. Therefore, the change in length with respect to section 2 is contraction, negative. With respect to section 1 and section 3 is positive, because tensile loads are acting with respect to section 1 and section 3. Therefore, total change in length delta L equal to delta L1 minus delta L2 plus delta L3, because with respect to section 2, change in length is negative or contraction is happening due to compression in load. So this resultant value is around 0.305 millimeters. You simplify with your calculator, you will get the same answer. With this, my dear students, I am ending this video. In the very next video, I will start the geometric properties of sections. If you need any clarifications regarding this first unit, that is simple stresses and strains, you please contact me without any hesitation to have the clarifications. Thank you very much.